Hello friends, welcome to Daring Marine YouTube channel. Today we will be discussing about bed plate of a marine diesel engine, their construction types and material use, etc. We will be discussing. So let's move on to detail. Bed plate. Bed plate is the foundation in which two-stroke engine is built. So it must be rigid enough to support the weight of the rest of the engine. So must be rigid enough to support weight of the rest of the engine and maintain crankshaft which sits in the bearing housing in transverse girders in alignment. Okay. At the same time, it must be flexible enough to hog and sag with foundation plate which is attached and which forms part of ship structure. Okay. So bed plate, it is a foundation of two-stroke engine, and it must be rigid to withstand and support weight of the rest of the engine and maintain crankshaft which sits in the bearing houses in transverse girders in alignment. Okay. At the same time, it must be flexible enough to hogging and sagging with foundation blades to which it is attached which forms part of ship structure. Then this is a picture of a bed plate. We can see bed plate picture. So let's move on to topic. Construction. Basically, bed plate consists of two longitudinal girders. There will be two longitudinal girders which run length of the engine. There will be two longitudinal girders. Okay. Connecting these longitudinal girders are the transverse girders. They are positioned between each crankshaft throw and either side of thrust collar. Okay. Bed plate consists of two longitudinal girders and connecting these longitudinal girders are the transverse girders positioned between each crankshaft throw and either side of thrust collar. Built-in transverse girders are the main bearing pockets for the crankshaft running. Okay. In the bed plate there will be two longitudinal girders which run length of the engine. Connecting these longitudinal girders there will be transverse girders which are positioned between each crankshaft throw and either side of thrust collar, and these transverse girders are built into main bearing pockets for the crankshaft to run in. The bed plate can be made from cast iron as a single casting. For larger engines, fabricated bed plate, that is steel casting, can be welded together. Okay. So bed plate, mostly they are made of cast iron as a single casting. But for large engines, they can be fabricated as a bed plate, that is steel section, steel casting and all. They can be welded together. Okay. Then function. The main function is, it is the foundation of engine. It gives rigid support to engine and it collects crankcase lube oil to sump tank and all. Okay. Functions means it is the foundation of engine, gives rigid support to engine and it collects crankcase lube oil to sump tank. Then it will transmit engine load to ship structure and distribute this over necessary area. So they will transfer the engine load to ship structure and distribute this over necessary area. They will support dynamic loads of running gear of the engine. So they will support dynamic loads of running gear of engine, and it supports the crankshaft and they will hold it in perfect alignment. It is also an advantage. They will support the crankshaft and hold it in perfect alignment. Bed plate. Then the material used, like I mentioned, is cast iron. Mostly we used bed plate material is cast iron. There are two types of bed plate generally we are using. They are truss steel type and box form, or we can call it flat bottom type. Truss steel type, box type. Box type we can also call flat bottom type. Box type or flat type are commonly used in Sulzer and MAN BMW engine. Okay, thank you.